बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम अस्सलाम वालेकुम स्टूडेंट्स, कैसे हैं आप लोग? ओके, टुडे वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस द नेक्स्ट स्लाइड ऑफ लेक्चर नंबर 5 which is regarding kid blood group system. As we already discussed kid blood group system in detail in our during our physical classes, so आज just हम लोग इसका थोड़ा overview करेंगे. Kid antigen, also known as JK antigen, is a glycoprotein present on the membrane of RBC and acts as a urea transporter in RBCs and renal endothelial cells. So basically kid antigens, and they are also present on surface of RBCs as well. Kid antigens are present on kidney cells or on the endothelial lining of the kidneys. So basically इनका काम क्या होता है? They are responsible for urea transportation. Okay, so in kidney we also know that kidneys are actually responsible for the purification purpose, and usually they also carry the urea, or they also precipitate urea. So that's why we usually say these antigens are present on RBCs as well as on the surface of endothelial cells. Kid antibodies are rare but can cause severe transfusion reaction. These antigens are defined by reactions to an antibody designed as JK anti-JK antibodies discovered in serum of Mrs. Kid who delivered a baby with hemolytic disease of newborn. Okay, JK was the first antigen to be discovered by kid blood group system. Subsequently, two other antigens JKB and JK3 were also found. Okay, तो basically ये कि जो Mrs. Kid थी, a baby which was known as Mr. John Kidd. So JK basically John Kidd के नाम पे, और उसकी जो ब्लड था, बेसिकली उसका जो सीरम था, ब्लड से सीरम हमने आइसोलेट किया, तो वहाँ पे हमने क्या फाइंड किया कि एंटी जेके एंटीबॉडीज़ प्रेजेंट थी. अब जो एंटी जेके एंटीबॉडीज़ हैं, बेसिकली होता ये कि जब हम किसी को आरबीसी ट्रांसफ्यूज़ करें तो उस टाइम पे जेके एंटीबॉडी या जो किड एंटीजेंस हैं वो आरबीसी की सरफेस पे एक्सप्रेस नहीं होते, लेकिन जो ही रेसिपिएंट में आरबीसीज पहुंचते हैं तो वहाँ पे जो किड एंटीजेंस हैं दे स्टार्ट एक्सप्रेस. सो दैट्स वाई समटाइम्स इम्यून रिएक्शंस आर पॉसिबल. और इम्यून रिएक्शंस कौन कौन से होंगे, कौन सी टाइप्स होंगी? तो जैसे सपोज, क्योंकि देयर आर 4 फिनोटाइप्स ऑफ किड एंटीजेंस. ओके, जैसे हम लोगों के पास है JK एंटीजन A माइनस बी, फिर JK A प्लस बी, राइट. ओके, फिर JK A माइनस बी प्लस, फिर JK A प्लस बी माइनस. तो इस तरह से 4 इनकी फिनोटाइप एग्जिस्ट करती हैं, और इन चारों फिनोटाइप से हम लोग ये कहते हैं कि डिफरेंट इम्यून या ट्रांसफ्यूजन रिएक्शंस होते हैं. जैसे जॉन्डिस इज़ अ कॉमन ट्रांसफ्यूजन रिएक्शन, और इसी तरह हम लोगों ने देखा कि जो इनकम्पैटिबल किड ब्लड आरबीसी ट्रांसफ्यूज़ किए जाते हैं तो देयर आर अदर hemolytic transfusion reaction या hemolytic disease of newborn is also associated with kid blood group disorders. So before going to transfuse RBCs, we should also assess either these RBCs contain or these RBCs express kid antigens or not. So ये था हमारा kid antigens के regarding. अब हम ज़रा next slide पे जाएंगे, और next slide हम देखते हैं next slide हम देखते हैं जाके, तो वो है हमारे पास, this one is the next slide. Okay, I will just adjust it importance. So now we will discuss means what is the importance of what is the importance of, now we will discuss what is the importance of kid blood group system as well other or rest of antigens present on the surface of RBCs. Of the 33 blood group system antigens, 5 are defined by their carbohydrate structures. 5 ऐसे एंटीजेंस हैं जो कि कार्बोहाइड्रेट इन नेचर. वी ऑलरेडी डिस्कस ड्यूरिंग फिजिकल क्लासेस लाइक ABO, H, P ब्लड ग्रुप्स में P1, PK वी ऑलरेडी डिस्कस्ड. और इसके अलावा I है, ग्लोब, GLOB है, ठीक है. और इसके अलावा 2 आर ऑब्टेन फ्रॉम प्लाज्मा, LECH, RG. So these are actually antigens which are carbohydrate in nature, and the rest of the remaining 23 are characterized by protein sequence of RBCs, membrane protein. कुछ membrane proteins हैं. 5 major proteins include D1, RH antigens भी हमने डिस्कस किए, RHAG, MNS blood group system, GE and CO. Among them are expressed at higher level and functions as membrane transporters. So basically ये proteins membrane transporters के तौर पे भी काम करती हैं और ये protein in nature, ये वाले जो antigens हैं ये protein in nature हैं. Whereas the functional importance of rest of 17 antigen is unknown, means still out of 33 antigens we don't know about the exact functions of 17 antigens or their role in transfusion reactions. So the proposed function of other antigen are mostly receptor ligand signaling based, means the rest of 17 antigens are means identified yet, but their functions are not known yet. If we need to understand or we need to ensure the exact functions of unknown antigens or 17 antigens whose functions are not known yet, so we need to go for detailed studies, and we should also construct a red cell panels from different populations or from different individuals. Then we can estimate the exact we can say the functional importance or exact functions or exact antibodies produced against rest of antigens. So next we will discuss the importance of disease importance. It means if we are going to study the blood group systems, then okay, what kind of diseases we can expect if we will transfuse incompatible red cells. The ABO blood groups have a profound influence on homeostasis. It means if we are going to transfuse incompatible blood without ensuring ABO typing, like either there is A blood group, B or O, if we don't go for the recognition of proper type, then we have a hemostasis related disorder in the recipient, like there would be hemolytic transfusion reactions at large. They exert major quantitative effects on plasma level of von Willebrand factor and factor 8 as well. Means if we will transfuse incompatible bloods, especially like ABO, then there would be possibility of change in concentration of plasma and the clotting factors. Once clotting factor will be activated, then we can expect a severe reaction as well. So the next line is increased association of myocardial infarction, ischemic stroke and venous thrombosis is seen with blood group A and AB, possibly through functional ABO glycol transferase modulation of thrombosis. So usually the recipients, once they will receive A or AB incompatible blood, then we can expect myocardial infarction, ischemia, stroke, venous thrombosis and related disorder in the recipient as well. So why these disorders came out, the major reason is that due to presence or due to activation of glycol transferase enzyme, okay, which plays a vital role in the thrombosis or coagulation as well. A high risk of cerebral venous thrombosis has been reported in non-O groups. Okay, it means cerebral thrombosis is a very dangerous kind of disease which usually occurs in patients with non-O blood groups. Mean those individuals or recipients which don't have O blood group. Other than O blood groups, the patient can also face cerebral venous thrombosis. But in case of O blood groups, we can say there will be minimal chances of cerebral venous thrombosis, and we know if we have O blood group, it's mean O blood group contains no antigen, but it contains both kind of antibodies. That's why we say due to presence of both kind of antibodies, there would be limited chances of transfusion reaction or the penetration or transmission of antigens towards the cerebral portion. So this is the major reason why we considered that there is a minimal risk if a patient has O blood group, and the possibility of venous thrombosis would be minimal. Okay, so in case of A, B or AB blood group, there would be maximum chances of cerebral venous thrombosis once we will be transfusing the incompatible blood. So the next is regarding thanks, I think, because this one was our last slide and we studied this lecture as a whole. Okay ji, thank you. If you have students, if you have any questions, you can ask in the chat box, or you can even comment your question. Just making the videos, this is my first experience. Actually, I'm going for the live lectures, and maybe there will be chances you people will be unable to hear properly, or you people will be unable to visualize properly. So I'm trying to address these challenges by opting new softwares that I'm trying to make it sure and make it accessible for you. So you can ask your question in comment box. Okay, so I will just recap the whole lecture, mean what we studied in the whole lecture. In the whole lecture, first we studied blood group antigens, okay, or blood group, different blood group system which were characterized based on presence of antigens on the red cells. Means on the behalf of RBCs we came to know that there are 33 kind of blood group systems. Out of them 17 are still unknown, but rest of blood group systems are known. And we discussed number of antigens like, or number of blood group system like ABO blood group systems, right? And then we already discussed RH blood group system, MNS blood group system, KIT blood group system, Duffy blood group system, okay, and KEL blood group system. We already discussed these blood group systems. Actually these blood group systems are characterized on the behalf of different antigens present on presence on the red cells. So another important question which students can ask right now, like why we don't go for the characterization of blood group system on the behalf of platelets antigens or WBCs antigens. Actually we usually have platelets or WBCs related antigens. There are blood group system, but their effects are minimum. That's why we don't go for the we can say a proper category for we are not categorizing them in proper. This is the major reason. Okay, so if you have any question, just post in your comments box. Thank you for the watching.